Yeah, what is good, everybody? Welcome back. Another episode of the Sport Your Enthusiasm podcast. You know me, I'm your humble host, Bryce Benjamin, along with my resident co-host in the house, Ian J. Ed Jesse. What's going on, my G?
Hey, what it do?
Yeah, we know we out here. And we have a special guest in the building today, Ed Jesse's brother, Marcus.
What's up?
What's going on, man? How you feeling?
I'm good, living life.
Yeah, I like it, man. Yeah, man, we missed the episode last week, but we're back. We're back this week. Lot to talk about. Talk about,
yeah, we
man.
missed a lot, man.
Man, we did. We missed the championship games, but we're going to talk about it on today's podcast. On the rundown today, huge news in the NBA. Trade deadline coming up and already some big trades being made. We're going to discuss that. Kristaps Porzingis moving teams. In the NFL, you know, we got the Super Bowl on Sunday. Looking forward to that. But before that, tomorrow on Saturday, the 2nd, we have the NFL Honor. So definitely going to be discussing that as well. But, let's go ahead and get into it, man. I've been excited for like the last 36 hours. This shit has been crazy on Twitter and social media.
That's relevant.
Yes. So, unless y'all been living under a rock, I know y'all been hearing the news.
I'm under a rock. Tell me.
I'm going to tell you, man. We're going to start off with the big trade that happened yesterday. Fucking the New York Knicks trading Kristaps Porzingis to the Dallas Mavericks.
Ooh.
And I don't know, like, what happened? Like the reports was that they had a meeting. Porzingis and Knicks management had a meeting. The Knicks management felt like he wanted to get traded. And literally like 3 hours later, that nigga was traded.
Not even 3.
Like what the fuck just happened, man? So for the trade details, so the Mavericks decided to go ahead the Knicks decided to go ahead and ship Porzingis off to the Mavericks, along with Tim Hardaway Jr., Trey Burke, Courtney Lee, and was that it?
I don't know. It was a whole bunch of stuff.
I think that was it. Hold on, I got the official. Yeah, Kristaps Porzingis, Courtney Lee, Tim Hardaway Jr., and the Mavericks traded Wesley Matthews, Dennis Smith Jr., DeAndre Jordan, along with 2 first-round picks as well. One unprotected and one top 10 protected for 2021, I believe. But what's your thoughts on it, man? I was geeked at work yesterday watching just following the news.
Yo, the Knicks got they got a roster of 12 with 8 people that's under 6'4". I don't even know how you do that.
Yo, that's the perfect team to run like pickup,
bro.
At Legends Park.
They smacking somebody at Rutgers. I promise you that they got handled for days. I mean, every person that touched the ball gonna drop somebody.
It's like a rec league,
yeah, pretty much.
But I mean, I guess it's good. They're talking about possibly buying out DeAndre Jordan. I guess that would make sense.
And Wes Matthews.
I understand where they want to go. Quote unquote youth development. That's what they consider tanking nowadays. It's all right. It's just from the perspective of the Knicks, I'm not sure where they want to go. I really thought they was doing the David Robinson thing from way back then, and my theory got destroyed with that trade. But they're still gonna end up with a top 3 pick. I just don't know. It's gonna be one of the Duke guys. Hashtag Blue Devils. I mean, it just depends on what they're gonna have around them. Honestly, I really don't know what they're heavily banking on KD or Kyrie, possibly both. They're really heavily banking on that, and I hope something works out for them. Because if not, 3-4 years, they might not touch 15 wins. It's gonna be rough.
What's your thoughts, Marcus?
It's a tough one. I mean, you trade away. Well, personally, I think it's good they trade him away. Because you being that tall and that knee injury again, it's like, come on.
Yeah, I feel you on that one.
You also had that back and elbow injuries too.
Yeah, there you go again. Well, trying to get healthy, doing that, and trying to carry that team. It was a young team. I mean, they was heading down anyway, so dump the stock and
start from scratch.
Yeah, but what they got back was like, They could have got better, honestly, something better than that. But they just building for the future. I mean, I'm hearing maybe Kyrie next year, or KD next year, or trying to land a free agent and a big name free agent, and picking up a star from college, which Zion,
Say
one of
it.
them Duke boys,
Say it.
one of them them devils. But
Fuck
yeah, thank you,
Hater,
thank you.
man.
But yeah, it should be interesting to see what should happen over the summer for them. I mean, the next few months at the Garden is going to be ugly. So
It's gonna be cheap. Hey, shout out to New York.
It's still expensive, buddy. I checked the tickets.
Come on, man. Y'all
All right.
cutting up.
Real quick, man. So, real quick, I want to edit my previous statement. So, the Dallas traded a 2021 unprotected first-round pick and a 2023 protected first-round pick. Top 10 protectors. Just to clear that up. All right. So, the New York Knicks, they either got to be the stupidest franchise or fucking geniuses. And I'm leaning toward the stupidest franchise. So, let's start from the beginning. All right. Porzingis.
He hate the owner.
They have the worst owner in sports. Porzingis is looked at as your franchise centerpiece.
Supposedly.
With Phil Jackson drafting him. Something goes downhill with Phil Jackson and Porzingis where he doesn't fuck with Phil Jackson no more. He doesn't go to the exit meeting that the Knicks had I think it was last year or the year before. Tears his ACL. Like you said, 7'3" big man. You don't know how he's going to come back from that, man.
It's hard.
You know what I'm saying?
It's hard.
So the New York Knicks, they trade him after having that meeting and literally got a bunch of expiring contracts and Dennis Smith Jr., who, by the way, they could have drafted in that draft, instead passed on him for Frank Ntilikina. So we see how that's working out.
Yeah. Frank got D, man.
Okay, that's nice. That's not helping them in this situation. Motherfuckers got 10 wins or 11, whatever they got. This shit is fucking ridiculous, dude. So I get it why New York did it. They're putting all their eggs in one basket, and it's the thought process that they can go ahead and sign one of these big name free agents because this free agent pool is crazy in this offseason. You literally got KD, Jimmy Butler, Kyrie, Kemba Walker, Klay Thompson. I know I'm missing somebody right now. Like, literally take your pick of a free agent, and they're going to, I guess, try to sign two of them because they have two max contract offers. Now, if this was NBA 2K, genius move. You know what I'm saying? Genius move. You can make some shit happen in 2K. This is real life. What is the allure of going to New York right now?
Yo, man, it's New York.
It's cold as fuck.
So?
James Dolan is a fucking idiot.
Well,
the franchise is fucking terrible. Haven't been relevant since the 90s.
Check.
But
why would anybody go to New York?
Because it's the largest market in the entire country,
and
that allure is crazy.
Yeah.
All right, so riddle me this: name me two big free agents that New York has signed in the last 20 years because of the market.
Listen. You think about the wrong sport. It's coming to the Knicks. The Knicks it's a revolver.
Hold on.
It ain't came to the Knicks yet. The Yankees been sucking that shit up for like 9 years.
See, the Yankees. Hold on. That's different though, because the Yankees is probably the greatest franchise in sports history.
It's coming, man.
That's a whole different monster.
He has a point.
That's a whole different monster.
I think he has a point though. He said, "Who has they signed in the past 20 years?" They signed Jerome James to a $50 million contract, and that lasted a season. And he sat on the end of the bench. I mean, him and Marbury was giving handshakes at the end of the bench, and they were just collecting money. So you might have a point.
The New York Knicks is such a poorly ran franchise, man. James Dolan took over the team. They've been shit. They just make shitty moves. They want to just sign like Phil Jackson as to be their fucking team president and GM a couple of years ago, and he ain't do shit.
He brought in Porzingis.
That's it. And you see how that worked out.
But that's not his fault.
Porzingis got him fired pretty much.
It's not his fault. It didn't work out in the
He
end.
didn't build nothing around Porzingis. New York is still a shitty team.
But you got to give him props though. He found a gem out of nowhere though. Nobody thought
Porzingis
Porzingis was going to
fact.
be. But then again, it did land horrible afterwards. But I don't know. It's tough for them. Sell the team.
My whole thing is that New York banking on one of these big marquee free agents coming there. They can't put their eggs in one basket. Why would you go to New York to go to a quote unquote big market where you can go to LA, which is just a little bit smaller of a market, way better weather, fucking near Hollywood. You got way more shit to do.
There's a lot of shit to do in New York.
Man, nobody's going to
And
New
you're
York.
right.
And on top of that, you plan for a way better ownership group.
Though, like they also over in New York, nigga, your endorsements is insane.
True.
They're out of NBA money. Gotta be up there with anybody over there in LA, anybody in Houston, because Houston getting that China money. So I mean, you got to think it's other factors than just playing ball to play in New York.
But nobody goes there.
Man, somebody playing there.
Nobody goes there. If that factor was that big, you would have seen New York when LeBron and D Wade and Chris Bosh was all free agents. They didn't get none of them.
Amari Stoudemire.
Oh yeah, they did get Amari. They did get Amari,
but he did do that dunk in the playoff game to injure his knee. So.
They did get Amari, so they was able to sign Amari. Right. They traded for Melo,
and they got Tyson Chandler after a championship year.
Oh shit!
It was right after. It was right after he made Dallas a championship
that's
team.
A power move.
Do not hate on that.
That's a power move.
Don't think about the old raggedy dude that looked like the dude that's working at a 7-Eleven selling blunts and shit. Like,
this is the same team that gave Joakim Noah $70 million.
That's an accident.
That's an accident.
Yeah, that was an accident.
The New York Knicks might be the worst franchise in the NBA, right, man? They are the worst franchise in the NBA.
I'm not discrediting that. I'm just saying that
how the fuck the Brooklyn Nets trade away their fucking 21st round picks in the last 10 years, basically, and rebuild faster than you? You got no excuse for that.
Yeah,
New York Knicks is fucking terrible.
All right, I can't defend New York no more. I'm sorry.
They done, man. The New York Knicks is done.
That's a fact.
And then Dallas,
Brooklyn's had 2 All-Stars since they've been Brooklyn.
And they're exactly. Shout out to D'Angelo Russell. He made the All-Star team too.
Yeah, he's the alternate for Oladipo.
And then miss you, Russ. Huh? We miss you, Russ.
And then fucking Dallas. Now they got Luka Doncic and Porzingis. Porzingis, when he came in, he was billed as like a fucking hyped up, souped up Dirk Nowitzki. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of interesting to see that he get to work with Dirk over the next year, maybe 2. If Dirk comes back for another season.
Did you see they starting 5 last night?
No, what was they starting 5?
It was 4 white dudes in that Indian center.
Oh shit. Yo, Dallas is trying to go back to 1960s. Yo,
I'm sorry,
trying to go back to the 1950s.
It was 3 white dudes because Harrison Barnes was starting.
Oh, okay.
But they got Harrison Barnes, they got Devin Harris, and I think that's it.
Yo, the potential of this Dallas lineup with Luka and
I've never seen a basketball team in the last 5 years have that many black people. Like it's only 2.
The shit is crazy,
it's
yo.
Like the original Boston Celtics, right?
Yo, son, the shit is.
But they was good.
This shit is crazy. So, they're banking on Porzingis and Doncic to lead this franchise to the future.
Which is fine.
They're banking on Porzingis to come back healthy.
They're extremely talented.
They're talented, but dude, they're about to be the slowest team ever.
They're lacking in lateral quickness.
Everything. Doncic can't check. He can't check nobody. Porzingis, he got pretty good feet.
So in the draft, they're gonna get a lockup. It's coming.
It sounds easy.
It ain't that hard.
It sounds easy.
They're gonna get a lockup in the draft.
If it's that easy, they would have did it.
The draft ain't happened yet.
No, I'm talking about in previous drafts.
They used to.
When?
I don't know.
Mike Finley, that's last.
Fucking Josh Howard. Yeah. That's probably their best draft pick in the last 15 years.
Well,
besides Doncic.
They'll figure it out, man.
We'll see,
you
man.
gotta give these people a chance, man. Mark Cuban ain't no. Realistically, though, they said that year when they got Dennis Smith Jr., that was the first time they picked in the top 10 since they had Dirk.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough. That's fair enough.
You know what I mean?
That's fair enough.
They always made the playoffs.
Yeah. They don't got their first round pick this year either. That's to Atlanta. They traded that for Doncic.
Yeah, which is justified. That's fine. I'm still fine with that trade.
It's interesting to see if Porzingis A can come back healthy and B how they're going to run this team with him and Doncic. Because now Doncic is the face of the franchise. Yep. They got rid of Dennis Smith Jr. Doncic, he has the ball in his hand. This is you, man. You running the show.
Yeah, it really sucks that Harrison never became that guy that they thought he would become.
Yeah, I think they just kind of pay Harrison just because,
which is fine. I mean,
nobody really goes to Dallas.
He's still a clutch shooter. It's just kind of sad to see that he didn't develop.
Yeah, become what he was expected to be.
Like he really stayed that.
Supposed to be part of that
second
big 3.
Wheel. Right.
Yeah.
All right, man. But so that was the Porzingis trade. There's still more details to come about it. There's still a lot of collateral that's going to be happening from it. So very interested. And of course, the other big news in the week was that Anthony Davis finally confirmed what pretty much everybody knew. That
his agent confirmed.
Fair enough. His agent confirmed what everybody pretty much knew, that Anthony Davis wants out of New Orleans and wants to go to the Lakers, and they made it known.
They also said he would prefer